back to throw. It's Nelson. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Forced out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture perfect.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You've got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. It's a draw. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass out.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Troy!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Western Michigan rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab past the marker. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Took a shot as he threw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Durr. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Falcons want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Gonna take a shot. Wide open. He makes the catch. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. Firing to the right, complete. And they swarm him under. And the Falcons can really attack on this second and short. The give on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Durr. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Weaver. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Motion from the wideout. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. Wants to throw. It's Crowder. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left side.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Throws to the tight end. He's got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man.
Oh, they block it. He's got it, and he can go with it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Crowder. He's got an open man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Using the quick game. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Might be looking to run. Complete to the left. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Now from inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense. You've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Dortch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air. It's Crowder. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Rushes on him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Finds a tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Meadows. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Using his feet. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Smashes ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Dortch. Touchdown, Troy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Runs out of bounds.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Finds his man. It's Weaver. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Falcons are facing 3rd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting.
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field.
Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field.
Reels it in down the left side. All out of space. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Courtney. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Touchdown Air Force! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He's looking to pass. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Knocked off his feet. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
With that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Looking to pass. It's Crowder. Not able to hook up the air. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Makes the catch. It's Dortch. Wide open spaces. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
On the option. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. They want to run this quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Troy.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Pittsburgh. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for it. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Got the back over the middle. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Creates a little space. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all
Touchdown Falcons! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Hit as he throws. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown Air Force! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They want to throw it. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Meadows.
That's a good start for this offense, but it's got to be all gas. We've got to be fast. We can't guarantee ourselves we're going to score 2 two-point conversions after we get these 2 touchdowns. Maximize this possession. Got to be aggressive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Fires left. Got him downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Looking to fire. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jesse.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Nelson. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, there's no quitting this defense. I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the catch. It's Meadows. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out.
What a roller coaster on that play, Paul, where the defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.